You might be wondering what secret stat a weapon could have, and I don't blame you. Weapons in most games are pretty straightforward, but in War Robots, there's a really important stat that isn't really shown anywhere in the game, and if you ignore it, it can cost you the match. That stat is called Mothership Charge Rate. I'll try and simplify it for you. Every weapon in War Robots has a value for its charge rate. Every time you shoot someone, you get a certain percentage of your mothership charged up, but the amount depends on the weapon you're using. The best part about this stat is that it's completely unrelated to the amount of damage you do, so even low-level players can use weapons with a high charge rate to get a lot of mothership strikes. So let's get right into it. How does it work? To preface, I'd like to let you guys know that the numbers you'll see in this video are based on a max mothership that has 100% charge rate. If your ship isn't leveled, these numbers may be lower for you, but it's really no matter, as some weapons can charge ships so fast that you're in the clear anyways. Starting with some weapons that really suck at charging ships, the Shatter, Splinter, and Brisant. These weapons, as well as their Titan counterparts, the Vajra and Mahavajra, basically can't charge motherships at all on their own. Even if you had 4 heavies, it would take you almost 3 minutes of constant shooting to get a single mothership strike. When using these weapons, prioritize capturing beacons and finishing off players. Kills will give you 14% charge, turning a red beacon white gives you 27%, and turning a white beacon blue gives you 19%. You can also consider running these on a robot that has a built-in weapon with high charge rate, like Ochakochi with its charge ability. There are some weapons that may appear to charge motherships really quickly, but in reality they don't. Fainters are a prime example. If you hit every shot in your full burst, you get over half of your mothership, which is great, but you have to remember that these things take forever to reload, so getting the other half will be a drag. Moving on to some weapons that charge really quickly, we find the newest weapons, those being the close-range electrocution guns, as well as the rust machine guns and the harpoon guns. These weapons charge ships up very quickly, largely because they either have no reload or a really quick reload, allowing for you to constantly gain charge without really needing to stop unless you get out of range. Finally, I'll cover some free-to-play weapons, which very surprisingly charge motherships really fast. The Punisher and Tehran were some of the fastest ship chargers, with the Punisher able to give you a full ship before its mag even runs out, and the Tehran gives you half a ship with just 1 mag. It's nice to see that these old weapons still have some luster. Now, War Robots has a lot of weapons, and I could only test so many. It took hours to get all of my data, and I wouldn't want this video to drag on for too long. What I've covered is some of the more important weapons, but if you're a nerd like me, you could check out a spreadsheet I made in the description below. There's a lot more weapons that weren't covered in the video there. As always, thanks for watching.